another episode of Now You Novi.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to join you on that.
Yeah,
now
you are.
You Novi.
There you go. There you go. You are looking so, those that are watching can see you are looking like so official today. Like, what's going on?
There's nothing going on. I do like to wear my uniform once in a while.
Yeah.
And today I chose to be one of those days.
Yeah.
Just random.
Well, it is a Tuesday.
Random.
We tape on a Tuesday, so and usually Tuesdays are
No, just random.
just random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
Well, you're looking
special.
awful dapper. Thanks for joining me. It's always great, Chief, to have you on the pod and catch us up on all amazing things that are going on in our public safety team.
I always enjoy being here. I enjoy doing the pod. It's a lot of fun. It's informal and just a conversation.
That's good.
So
what
are we
gonna
talking about?
Yeah, what are we going to talk about? Because I think the last time we were here, we were talking about like winter safety tips, and before that, we've talked about staffing. And we're hopefully coming into spring. I know we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, but staffing is good for you.
Yes, we can touch on staffing. I'm very happy to report that the police department is fully staffed. First time in a couple of years. We actually got down to, I think at one point we had 10 openings, and our commander, Christy Grunwald, did a phenomenal job getting those spots filled. We did have one retirement last week, but we also have, I think, 2 people in the background phase right now. We're interviewing several more this week, actually today. So it's very exciting to be fully staffed for a change.
So the police side, it is exciting, right? And who wouldn't want to join the Novi Police Department? Amazing organization, accredited, blah, blah, blah.
Work for a great chief, just saying.
Work for a great chief. In an awesome community, right? The fire side, I think things seem to be going well too. I know our Studio 6, Josh Busher, who is behind the scenes, did a pretty cool video on
Very
one
well
of
done.
your part-time. It was super cool story. And you know, his day job and why he got involved in the community on a part-time basis, you know, super cool. So that video is great. If you haven't watched it, check it out.
I like how they worked in some of his family on that video
I do too.
because that's important. That's an important aspect of it.
Well, in the fire department, much like the police department, you become a family. It becomes your second family, and you're spending time. You're obviously nights and weekends. You're sleeping at the station. You're eating. You're collaborating with your colleagues on the fire department. So that was a very cool story. So I think things seem to be going well on the fire side too, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I know you always need part-time.
Yeah, we always are hiring part-time firefighters. That never stops. But the full-time side is fully staffed right now, so we're very excited about that. And when I became Director of Public Safety and Chief of Police in February of 2022, it's about 3 years ago, I've hired over 50 part-time firefighters since then. So that side of the house is also growing. So
That's
very,
awesome.
Very, very excited. Now we have to get a number of them trained, but we are getting them on board, and it's exciting to see those numbers going up as well.
You know, I love both our police and fire sides, obviously. And you know what, city in general, the pride that our staff has in working for the Novi community. And then on the flip side of that, I truly believe the Novi community appreciates and values the work we all do. Y'all feel that?
Yes, in fact, it's something that we talk about quite a bit. So, we report on all of our stats at the end of every year. And our first executive meeting of the new year, we were going through all of our stats, and part of that was public approval. And I kind of jokingly said, but true, crime's down 13% last year. Our fire department response times were down overall from the year before, and community approval remains high.
That's awesome.
I kind of did a mic drop and said,
great.
let's do this. So no, we recognize obviously the community support that we have, and it's always appreciated. Sometimes the national narrative isn't quite as supportive, but locally here in Novi, we've always had fantastic community support, and we certainly appreciate that, and we take that very seriously.
You know, that's a great segue into, we talk about national or state level, or even just outside of the Novi community, you and I chatted a little bit before the show, fake news. Like,
Yes.
don't believe everything you read on the internet, right?
That is excellent segue. Yes, fake news. So the Novi Police Department, in as many as 2 weeks, we've had 2 fake stories that have come out. One was just this morning. We were kind of dealing with that. Always verify the information through a trusted news source.
Call our office. Email community relations. Email your office.
Yep.
Call the 348-7100 number if you have any questions.
Always.
Anything sounds off.
Yes, and the 2 stories that we had were way off. One was involved a shooting, another one involved a critical incident, and just read the story and you can tell it's a fake story. So anytime you read something in social media, please verify it through a trusted source.
Yep. And seriously, when I say email the chief or call the 248-348-7100 number, email community relations, we will, if we don't know the answer, we'll find the answer, but verify the information. The one story you referred to about the shooting, which I think occurred at a Walmart, right when you pull it up on that darn TikTok, it says AI generated satire, fake news, blah, blah, blah. But nobody reads that little fine print, right? It's like reading a fiction story, a novel, right?
It's the clickbait stuff.
Yeah.
The little bit of clickbait in the title, and then you read the story, and next thing you know, it's being circulated all over the place. So verify your information.
So yeah. Our team only responded to a couple questions about that, and I think most people were smart enough to know. And for those listening, they're not even they're making up names. Cheryl Smith is an officer with the Novi Police Department. Well, we don't have that office. Like it's all fake. Yeah. So people that want to learn more, I guess another great segue, about our trusted sources, our police department, fire department, we have a few cool programs coming up. You all have participated in the Citizens Police Academy, for decades now.
Yes, for as long as I can remember. The Citizens Police Academy, we do that in a partnership with I think South Lyon Police Department, Wixom Police Department, Walled Lake Police Department, and Wolverine Lake Police Department, I believe.
Okay.
It's an excellent way to learn about what police officers do daily on the job. They do a couple of field trips. It's a really neat learning environment because it's all police officers from various departments that teach the program. And they not only learn what police officers do on a daily basis, but they learn that police officers are also human. Mm-hmm. And so they learn that police officers have families and kids and lives and all that sort of thing. So it's a really great program. It doesn't run for a few weeks, so it's not long. 1 or 2 hours a night or whatever it is for one night a week. It's just a great program. And I think online, citynovi.org, you can apply for it now. And if you are watching and you live in those other communities, you can also go to citynovi.org and apply. So
it's free. It's a free program. Yep. Our Novi Ambassador Academy actually was kind of modeled after the Citizens Police Academy, in where, you pull back the curtain and you actually tour the station. You interact with Novi police officers, all officers from these other agencies, and no question goes unanswered, right? Like it's you're an open book there.
I kind of smile at that. I really enjoy the Novi Ambassador Academy.
Yeah.
Typically Novi residents who come in and learn all aspects of city government. Mm-hmm. But my day, I really enjoy it because I have moved away from a PowerPoint, information up on the screen, talk. I actually will sit down. I will put my chair in the middle of the room, surrounded by everybody in the academy, and just say, what are your
conversation.
questions?
Yep.
And we just have a conversation. And we work some of the informational aspects into it as well, but it's fun. It's dicey because now I'm sitting in front of a whole panel of people and I open it up and say, what are your questions? And it's a lot of fun.
What do you mean it's dicey? I just heard crimes down from last
you
year.
never know what the
Response
question's gonna
times
be.
from the fire department are down. I mean, what?
Things are good. The Novi Public Safety is in very good shape, but you just never know what that hot question is going to be.
And you know what? To your point, it's again what we were talking about in the beginning of the pod is the portrayal throughout the national media and climate, right? Like people don't know. And to your point, one-on-one, they are in a group of 10 or 15 and they can sit just like we are and have a casual conversation with you.
And that's what I enjoy. And I learn a lot by doing that. And it just it's fun and I enjoy it. And I would encourage anybody that wants to learn about how your local government works, whether it's public safety, finance, or parks and rec, whatever the case might be.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk about Novi Ambassador, but we can. Yeah. But the Citizens Police Academy gives them a really in-depth look. Yeah. The one night that you spend in the Ambassador Academy is Novi related, but this is all aspects of policing. So Citizens Police Academy, you also have an amazing program that I think is registering right now too for the youth.
Yes.
Which is and I might get this wrong, Youth Police and Fire Leadership Academy?
That is the title of it now.
Okay. Yeah. But that's a week long, another free program in the summer.
It's for young teens. They do some team building, some confidence building exercises. And they learn how public safety works. So,
and it helps them establish relationships with local community leaders, yourself, your team, again, the Fire Chief Martin and that side of it, to where they interact, and it's that relationship and the community policing. It's the friendliness, right? It's the camaraderie. It's you're there to help. You're a friend. You're not someone in a uniform to be afraid of, which you see a lot portrayed in the media.
Yes, they learn that we are also human beings, and we're here for you, to help you. And I love the title of the class because it's Leadership Academy. So all of those team building and confidence building exercises we're doing for these young teens, I don't care if they apply it to a career in public safety or a career anywhere else. Those skills are still the same. Right. So we are teaching these young teens those skills to move forward in their chosen paths.
Yeah, good stuff. I touched on it a little bit. Community policing is really at the heart of everything you do, right? Like, of course, you're there when people are in need. You're making traffic stops. You make sure our roads are safe. And unfortunately, you all respond, police and fire, when people are probably at their hardest or lowest many a times. Yes. Unfortunately. Yeah. But it's the community, you've said multiple times, it's the human being. We're humans too, we're people. That's where that community policing comes in, and the relationships that you have forged with our residents and our businesses are so important.
Well, we've had a motto for a long time. Every contact is an opportunity to build public trust, and we believe that. And we practice that every day. Now, we are in the business of policing, and sometimes
don't break the law.
People are not always going to be happy with us. But with that being said, if we are treating people with dignity and the respect that we all want to be treated with, that's all I can ask. And our public approval in Novi is always sky high. And we notice it all the time during the holidays. People are always bringing in, treats and things for the entire organization, and we recognize that.
Well, kudos to you and the team for that. It always it reminds me of when your predecessor would come home and he'd say, "Gosh, I got the best letter today." someone got pulled over and got a ticket. And I thought the letter was going to be blah, blah, blah. But it was, boy, that officer, I know I was in the wrong, but he was so nice and so respectful and treated me so kind. And I just wanted to say thank you. Like, you're nervous, you're getting pulled over, you're speeding, you ran on red light, whatever. But I'm sure you still get those. And it's like, it warms your heart and makes you think, like, there's that aspect of what you just said of treating people the way you want to be treated, with dignity, with respect, etc.
Yep, I get those probably 2 to 3 times a week.
See,
and it always reminds me of the fantastic team that I have across the board, and I could not be more proud of my police officers, my firefighters, my executive team, across my organization. I'm very fortunate, and I could not be more proud of them, and very proud to work for the city of Novi. And yeah.
So it's good stuff. So on behalf of the Novi community, thank you. I know we're going to see you out and about in March, which is Reading Month coming up. So we'll share those photos on social.
Get your appointments booked now. I fill it fast.
But it's just another part of it. We talked about the teens, but building that bridge and that relationship with the elementary kids school or the preschool kids too, right? It's not just the community policing at the adult level, the resident level. It's even like the younger ones that see you walk in a uniform and, just that pride and that awe that they have in knowing that you're there to read them a story, right?
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. One year, the class, it made me a book. It was, pictures of their class, and I still have that displayed in my office.
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun to do that. They like to listen, and they have all their questions, and I get them to kind of read along a little bit with me, and I enjoy it.
That's cool. So. Next show, I'm going to give you some prep. Let's talk about some of these stats and these response times, because I think that's a great story to tell too. I mean, we could talk all day about how much Novi appreciates you guys, and you're out there on the front lines 24/7, 365. But let's talk about some of these stats, because I think Novi is a premier community for many things. We could talk about amenities, we could talk about schools, but it's for being a safe community. And that's not just on the crime side, it's on the health and safety side and the wellness side, and that goes to the fire too. So we'll get a little bit more, we'll delve a little deeper into that too.
Yes, it'll be a very exciting episode. Stats are exciting, but they're important because it shows the high performing organization that we are. So we'll have some stats readily available and have a good conversation about it.
So takeaways from today: sign up for Citizens Police Academy if you're interested in learning more about our police operations. If you've got a teen that, what are we talking, Chief? 12, 13, 14, 15-ish, like before driving, right? Like, is it high school, like 9th to 12th grade? 9th to 12th grade.
9 to 12, yeah.
Okay. Have them look online. We have information online if they don't bring it home from school. But cityofnovi.org, you can sign them up. It's a 1 week in summer. I think it's noon to 4-ish, 11 to 4, sometime in the afternoon. These are free programs for you to get to know the inner workings of our police department. So great community policing initiatives, in addition to all the other programs that we've talked about routinely. But those are two great ways to actually build a rapport. And CERT, we didn't talk about CERT. So there's an ongoing sustained effort if you want to be involved as a volunteer as a CERT, which interacts with police and fire.
Yes. We didn't talk about VIPs either, but that's another great program.
That's another great program.
And CPR classes. And,
So
and all those things too. Child seat inspections.
Yeah, you're right.
We could go on we could actually go for a long time.
We could go for a long time. Cityofnovi.org / the public safety. There is tons of information out there about community programs. Get involved. Say hello to our police and fire. I've got you waving to our DPW drivers who love it, by the way. When they drive by someone's house, they give them a thumbs up or a wave. They love it. But connect with our police and fire out in the community too. It's you've said it 10 times. You're human.
Yeah.
You're people.
We are here for you. No
We're
doubt
here
about
for
it.
you. Yep. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Casual, good conversation. I'll have you back in a couple weeks. We'll talk some stats.
Perfect. Sounds
Good?
great.
Thanks for all you and your team do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything your team does.
I know you guys, you got the stats. You know you're high on the love scale, but Valentine's Day, we need to show you the love. It's coming up, right?
Exactly, yes.
Until next time, there you have it. Now you
Novi.
Novi. Take care.